If I tell you that the leader of the Burning Legion, the Mad Titan, the Dark Lord Sargeras himself was right all along, you probably wouldn't believe me. You'd say it's just another retcon, but it is not. It's about seeing the full picture that is finally being revealed to us. For 30 years of World of Warcraft history, Sargeras has been ultimate enemy, but I believe you've missed the other side of the coin. You are listening to the voice of Haajix, and like a forensic detective, I'm going to break this down for you, clue by index. In the War Within, we discovered the truth. When the Titans first found Azeroth, Highfather Aman'Thul himself ordered them to study her as the World-Soul core. They realized Azeroth is the most powerful entity in the universe, the Prime World-Soul. They claimed they want to purge her of the old god's corruption and influence, so they put her to sleep. To maintain this slumber, they build massive structures, forges, engines, and Titan facilities. They use the power of Arcane, the power of Order, to lock her inside a construct known as the Manifold. But recently, Azeroth has been waking up. The dragon realized this with the return of elements in Dragonflight, and soon after, Azeroth began to sing, communicating with everyone. So the question is, why now? It's because the Sargeras plunged his sword directly into Silithus. Right there, hidden in the shadow, was a crucial structure that even the Keeper didn't know about it, the Chamber of the Heart. Immediately after the sword hit, Azeroth began to stir. This means Sargeras directly attacked the Titan's containment system. In Silithus, there is an orc called the Twilight Hermit watching the sword. He says he is certain that Sargeras, the Master Tactician and the Lord of War, intend his final act before imprisonment to serve his ultimate goal. He didn't just strike a random spot. What was that goal? For years, we thought it was simply to stop the void from consuming the world. But remember, when the Titan first arrived at Azeroth, Sargeras hasn't changed to Mad Titan. He was there. He knew exactly what Azeroth was. He knew what the Pantheon was doing to her soul. He knew exactly what the Chamber of Heart was meant to be. Over the last few years, we've found various notes proving that the Titan might be our enemies, and Sargeras knew it. First, the book found in Uldaman, written by Odin. It contains his secret orders to keepers. He speaks about controlling mortals and describes our mind as limited because the Titan told him so. He says they must write history themselves, claiming the era of the old gods was only destruction and the Titans were the sole saviors. He explicitly orders that the mortal must never know about the original creators, the first ones. We were only meant to believe the Titans are true gods. Finally, he mentioned that the first of life is chaos and cannot be controlled. When Aman'Thul's prime designate, Odin, says these things in secret, proves these beings are not good. Something is very wrong, and Sargeras was aware of it. In a book found in the Forbidden Reach, Nelthyren shows his fierce opposition to the Titans. He mentions that the Titans caged and trapped this world. He claims they are the real enemies and that this world's true name was something else. It wasn't even called Kalimdor. We know that in the midnight, in the land of Harandar, there is a cradle of roots. According to Haranir people, their goddess resided there, Elunhara, but she was stolen. This makes me thinking it was the Titans' doing. They found Azeroth, forced her into a titanic construct, and tried to turn her into a Titan against her will. This leads us to believe that Azeroth herself is fighting back. When when the manifold was being built. The Urson, created by the Titans, were tasked with its construction, but they encountered the spirit of Azeroth, or maybe her essence. The spirit gave them strength and the energy of will, allowing them to control their own minds outside of the Titan dictates. They rebelled, their skin turned white, and they become known as Sargeras, striking at the manifold structure. The Keeper eventually suppressed the rebellion and wiped their memories. This proves that Azeroth herself doesn't want to be imprisoned, and Sargeras knew it. That's why he struck the Titanic system. Sargeras knew Aman'Thul was hiding something big. We are seeing it now, especially through Sylvanas' words, and you should definitely check my video on Sylvanas returning as Lich Queen, link pinned in the chat. She pointed out the Shadowlands, the cycle of life and death, the purpose, the pattern, the jailer, everything. It is too convenient, it is too ordered, it felt forced. Sylvanas suggested that this isn't the true death. If we accept her view, we realize that the Titan likely altered death itself, forcing order upon it. Why would a constellar named Raygalan, who serves Aman'Thul like Elgalan the Observer, enter Xeras Mortis? And when you kill him, he drops a finger that says, "Prepare for my arrival." Something is definitely wrong. Remember what Odin said? Life is chaos. We must stop it. The Titans couldn't fully control life, so they created the Emerald Dream to order Azeroth's slumber into a space they could manage. The boss Nimoy is a Titan agent sent to weave the dream's thread according to their will. You can see it in the walls during her fight. These same walls exist at the edge of the Emerald Dream. In patch 10.2, a druid actually reached the end of the dream. Usually, players get teleported back, but this druid have seen other realms of life beyond, realms where life exists in a different, chaotic forms. This means the Titan couldn't control life, but they did control death. Now, Sylvanas' words make perfect sense. Even the legend of Elunihir tree, the mother of all trees, a gift from Elune to Eonar, ends with Aman'Thul ripping it out. Why? Because he couldn't order or control the force of life as Odin said so. Sargeras wasn't trying to destroy Azeroth. He was trying to destroy the Titan prison that was suffocating her. What do you think? Was the Dark Lord actually the only one trying to save our world from the Titan's grand lie? Let me know in the comments. I'm Haajix, and I will see you in the next mystery. Oh,